Hello, Scorpio. We are in your season. I want to wish all of you a happy birthday who have a Scorpio sun. A very blessed solar return to you. I hope that this is the start of an incredible year. And I also invite anyone who does not have a birthday this month, other Scorpio placements, or really anyone who is drawn to this video. I ultimately just want to encourage you to trust in your own intuition, to be drawn to the messages and to the inspiration that you need to hear in this very moment. So you're welcome to watch this video, or maybe check out one of the other videos on my channel, but there's a good chance there is a reason why you are here today. So really connecting and tapping in with your energy, Scorpio. You felt very serious to me. I am thinking that this month is going to be very much focused on themes around identity because we are in your season. And as we get further and further into this month, there could be more focus on your value and your finances as well. But I also see that you are taking your love life and your creativity more seriously. You're really honing in on your passions. If you're looking forward to this month's reading, then definitely be sure to hit like, subscribe, and the bell notification so you can always stay up to date with what's in the cards for you. For those of you who are brand new, my name is Michael, and I utilize tarot and tropical astrology to intuit monthly forecasts for your zodiac sign. And I actually do have a little favor to ask before we dive into today's reading. As many of you have noticed, I am now going by a different name. I'm now using Serafino Esoterica across all of my social media. Part of the inspiration for this new name is that I'm really excited to branch out and kind of broaden more than just tarot and astrology videos. I love doing these readings for all of you. It's really such a gift. And I also really want to talk about some other things. So if you have any questions or topics that you would like me to cover, definitely feel free to leave me a comment or send me a message, especially on Instagram. That's probably one of the best ways to get a hold of me. You can actually find all of my links for my social media accounts and my website in the description of this video. I will never reach out to you to solicit my services. Anyone who does this is just a fake account, so you can report and block them. And I just really appreciate all the support that you've given this channel and to me over these years. It really is a gift to do this work, and I'm so excited to continue putting out information and readings for all of you. I'm going to be honest with you, Scorpio. I did feel kind of a weird energy around you. And I specifically felt like some of you are letting something go, like maybe cutting cords with someone. It feels very spiritual at this point. I don't even know if these are people who are still in your life. Maybe they are. But I'm just feeling like there's kind of this inky energy, and I'm thinking it has something to do with this octopus that I pulled. Very often when the octopus comes in, it represents a person who's very perceptive, very intuitive, and even with the unicorn card here as well, it feels like there could be this psychic connection that you are sharing with someone. Maybe you're dreaming of someone. And to be honest, it's like, just because you have this spiritual connection doesn't necessarily mean that this relationship is good or healthy for you. And I think that can always be a really hard pill to swallow, especially people who are into things like twin flames and soulmates. It's like, no, it doesn't matter who this person is to you spiritually or what kind of connection you have. Is this a relationship that's healthy for you? Is this a relationship that is inspiring you to be a better version of yourself? Or is this a relationship that causes you to sink and to lose your self-worth when it's not in your life? I feel like there's honestly a lot of themes of codependency, and I did kind of allude that a moment ago when I was talking about taking your love life more seriously, taking your boundaries more seriously, because I really do feel like there's just kind of this like grabby energy, and maybe some of you are really letting go of the words or energy someone directed at you, and now you are coming into your season, you're focused on yourself, you're stepping into a new version of who you are or into your potential. I just had a bunch of cards come out. I'm gonna shuffle again. What is the energy for Scorpio? Show us clearly, please. We have the Three of Wands, and this kind of came out sideways, actually. This didn't come up upright or reverse in any way. It was like perfectly sideways. It feels like you know something is coming in your life. With the unicorn, you are feeling something, you are pulled towards something. You have a very strong intuition, but I feel like things are happening in maybe a bit of an unexpected way as well. I actually do feel like interesting that this is a card for the past, and I'm kind of getting an unusual read for this, where it's like something happened recently, either this year or even in the past couple of months, Scorpio, where you had this intuition about something and it came true, but it kind of came true in an unexpected way. And because of that, it kind of changed what you thought you were supposed to do or how you were supposed to respond. I feel like you manifested something, or someone came into your life, or something came into your life, and it felt a little bit confusing. Some of you actually had to walk away from something with the Eight of Cups as well. Like maybe you manifested something and you realized it wasn't actually what you wanted. And I mean, we did just finish a really important cycle. I really want to bring your attention to this because we just had a full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Taurus, which was the last of this cycle. We've had eclipses in your sign and in Taurus for 18 months now. And we're really wrapping up these cycles. And I feel like at some point during the cycle, yes, you manifested something, you had something come in, but you may have realized it wasn't actually what you thought it was, or you didn't feel aligned with it anymore. So that's interesting that you had something come in, but then there is kind of like this walking away or realizing, maybe my full fulfillment or happiness doesn't lie in this one thing. Maybe I do need to look elsewhere and broaden my horizons, open up to different possibilities. Just looking at both of these cards. They also do indicate travel to me as well. So some of you may have been traveling, or at least learning about different cultures or connecting with other parts of the world. What are the messages for Scorpio? We do have the Four of Cups in reverse as well. Some of you are finally getting a message or taking an opportunity, accepting something, coming out of an indecisive energy, I think is really, really important. Interesting. Four of Cups with Three of Cups in reverse. We do have something counting down here from the 4 to the 3. There is a decrease in some way. Honestly, this feels like you've had to learn who your true friends are or who your real supporters are. And maybe part of you moving in the direction of what you desire, or your goals, or your ambitions, your dreams, your legacy, might mean distancing yourself from people who hold you back. I honestly kind of get a sad energy with this, Scorpio, because I feel like there are people, or there's a person in your life who really does care about you, but like they're not good for you. And they might even know that they're not good for you. Like I feel like you may have had a strained relationship, either with a close friend or a loved one or even a family member. I'm actually getting air sign energy with the King of Swords, so this could be an Aquarius, as well as Gemini or Libra. Could even be Capricorn energy for some of you as well. Because I feel like someone's offering you things you don't need or that don't serve you. I mean, quite literally an example that may be the case for some of you, but it's just an example. It's like being with friends who just party a lot, or who drink a lot, or who use a lot of substances. And I'm not trying to like bash on anyone, but it's almost like their life becomes around just enjoying or coping with things. And I feel like there's something more that you need. You need more than what this other person is offering. And again, it feels like this could be air sign energy, particularly Aquarius. And it's even making me think of Pluto kind of dancing between Capricorn and Aquarius, because that's really what I think of this King of Swords as the most. Is that those two zodiac signs. I feel like with Pluto kind of dancing, Pluto is one of your ruling planets. And it did recently go direct. It did start moving forward again. It's finishing up a cycle in Capricorn as it enters into Aquarius. And for you, this really is about like family. It's about home. It's about finding a place to come to. I feel like there's a really big shift with stuff from childhood as well that's coming up. I'm just getting that. And you could really be feeling that this month. What else do we have? Wow. Yep, we have the Tower. Speaking of Pluto, speaking of that destructive energy, the Tower traditionally actually does represent Mars, but I really do think of it as like a Pluto energy. And we do actually have Mars in your sign as well. But yeah, I feel like there are things that you kind of need to get out of, and it almost feels like there could be a bit of an explosion or some drama, and like I feel like you have this fiery or dramatic debut. I feel like you are entering the scene in your season, Scorpio, and it's gonna piss some people off, and I think you already know that. But I feel like you need to embody your truth. You need to honor yourself in a way that's going to potentially cause other people to be triggered and maybe end some relationships. To be honest, that might be a very natural trajectory for some of you, but it's all in service to you listening to your spirit and also letting go of old identities as well. I feel like some of you may have been in codependent relationships where you lost a sense of self, and I see that with the mask on this figure being thrown out of the Tower. There's a fall away of the ego that is happening here. Something that is false, something that is no longer true for you or was never true for you. And I do feel like there's almost like this major download that's happening. I don't know, I feel like there's just a chapter either in relationships or in another area of your life, but I actually really do feel like this is relationships for a lot of you, where something was meant for you only for a season. And you're now kind of realizing you need to move on or look elsewhere or connect with more or different people. Two of Wands. Yeah, looking out into the future, planning for things. I feel like you have goals or you have this desire to move forward in a way that other people don't understand or can't really support or don't know how to support. What else do we have? What else do we have for you, Scorpio? Any other messages for Scorpio for the month of November? Interesting. Okay. We have Judgment with the Knight of Pentacles. So Judgment is making big decisions for yourself. I really do feel like, honestly, Scorpio, you kind of just have a case of the fuck it's this month. It's like you're really becoming okay with letting go of things that don't serve you or don't work for you anymore. You want to move forward. You want to make steady progress in your life. And it doesn't really matter what you end up losing, because you don't really have what you want anyways right now. And so there's not really losing in this situation. And with the Knight of Pentacles, I do feel like some of you are working very steadily towards something. Tell me more about this Knight of Pentacles. I really feel like you are feeling determined to live in your purpose more. And to take the steps that are necessary to make that a reality. And I feel like with Mars in your sign, like you have a lot of drive, you have a lot of ambition, but that can also attract a lot of conflict, if I'm being honest, or a lot of aggression or resistance. Like, I feel like you are so powerful this month, Scorpio, that it's triggering to other people, especially people who are codependent or don't have healthy ways of relating with you. You're triggering some people this month, I think, and you're kind of okay with it. That's not really on you. And the Two of Pentacles, yeah, things are definitely changing. You're making changes to your day-to-day life. There could be a change in career that's going on, or a move. Something is shifting in your day-to-day experience. And you're really focused on this because it feels like it is helping you move in the direction of your legacy, your purpose. I feel like you're very focused on coming back into alignment. Really connecting with your intuition, your spirit with this unicorn card here. Are there any other messages for Scorpio for the month of November? We do have the Queen of Cups, so again, very deeply psychic and intuitive energy on the table. I feel like some of you might be healers or intuitives. I kind of feel like you do something that I don't really understand. Some of you have like a really complicated job or purpose. You work with mediums or in ways that other people can find a little unusual or non-traditional. Wow. So interesting. We have the Ace of Cups with the Two of Cups in reverse. For some of you, this could literally be choosing between two different people. But I really feel like it's important ultimately that you are trusting in your own heart and your own intuition. You are doing what is self-loving, and that is going to attract the right people to you. But I really do feel like for some of you with this Two of Cups in reverse, honestly, there could be a relationship that is ending, a close one. I don't want that to freak people out because you'll kind of know if this is your message. You'll know if this could be someone else, but it could be a romantic connection for some of you, but it could also be another close connection. Yeah, I feel like some of you are also really letting go of an ex. Maybe this isn't even an energy you're experiencing in the month of November. Maybe you've already gone through a breakup and now it's like you're opening yourself up to new energy or to love again. You're healing your heart in some way. And it feels like you just weren't compatible with someone. You weren't in the same chapters. You're in different energies, and you really need to go in the direction of what is aligned for your spirit. And it's okay that just triggers people. Are there any other messages? I think I want to pull an oracle card for you. Any final messages for Scorpio? Whoops. All right, what are the messages for Scorpio? I'm going to be pulling from the Moonology Oracle. What are the messages for Scorpio? What are the messages for Scorpio? Okay. We have the fixed moon coming out first, and this says hold your vision. And you are actually a fixed sign because Scorpio is in the middle of autumn. The fixed signs are in the middle of a season, and they really correspond with the most solid form of the element. So to me, Scorpio is like ice, and I really feel like you just need to be very solid in who you are, becoming solid in who you are, solidifying who you are. I feel like you're going through a very profound and personal transformation. And it is an act of radical self-love to do that and to hold your vision for your life, because I really do feel like the collective I'm tapping into has a very big purpose. You are meant to do big things in this world, and you cannot break off parts of yourself to stay small for other people. You are no longer staying small for other people. We have the full moon in Libra. A win-win outcome is forecast. Relationships need to be reciprocal, and you are moving in the directions of reciprocal relationships. Sometimes the full moon in Libra can also signify a relationship or partnership coming to an end, because that is what Libra just generally rules over. It is relationship, it is partnership. We did just come out of Libra season as well, which is a very spiritual and reflective time for you. Maybe there's some sort of reckoning that you are having. We did start off October with a pretty big eclipse in the sign of Libra. And for you, that really could have been part of this spiritual awakening. That could have been part of this transition that is happening. And I do feel like in 6 months' time, you're going to be in a very different place in your life. There's going to be a very favorable outcome. There's kind of the law of cause and effect with Libra as well, that kind of karmic justice. I feel like those are things that are important to keep in mind as well. And like any sort of action or step that you are taking towards your destiny, towards your purpose, is going to line you up with that in the future. And also what is self-loving to you now is going to be reciprocated by the love of another in the future. I do also have the cardinal moon here, which is be bold and make the first move. You're kind of just becoming a catalyst. You're taking charge of your life. You're stepping into your life. I feel like this is a huge month for you to stop caring about what other people think of you. Even people who mean a lot to you or once meant a lot to you. I feel like that's really the ultimate takeaway from this reading. It's like you just have to do what is right by you. It doesn't matter how other people are going to think. You don't want to shrink yourself or lose parts of yourself in order to stay in a relationship with people who just aren't really serving you anymore. And I feel like some of you, again, might need to do some sort of cord removal. I'm just going to say that. Especially with the full moon in Libra. Some of you really need to let go of attachments, energetic attachments. You can do Reiki. You can look up cord removal online. I really just like to think of it as visualizing your aura, visualizing yourself, meditating, really feeling into different parts of your body where these energetic cords are attached, visualizing the person that is on the other end of that, and burning that cord with a violet flame, because that violet light, that violet frequency helps heal the aura as well. Because it's not just enough to remove energetic cords or attachments. We have to recognize that we had a weakness in our aura. We have to heal ourselves in order to really prevent that energetic vampirism or that energetic link that holds us back. So I think that's something important for you. But really, Scorpio, this is a month of you stepping into what is self-loving. It's very profound. It's very transformative. And I am wishing you all the best. This feels like being in your season. This is a really important month for you. You can find all of the links in the description of this video for personal readings and distance Reiki sessions if you feel so called to work together. Maybe take a deep dive with me. And definitely be sure to hit like and subscribe, especially if you've made it this far. You can also hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on any of these readings. And I will see you all in the next video, Scorpio. I'm wishing you a very happy and blessed November. I'm sending a lot of strength your way. I feel like you are very powerful this month, so I do hope that this is a special one. Take care.